right, Aries. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have quite a few major arcanas here. There are some major lessons that are going on. We've got Temperance, we have the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune, of course, and then the Hanged Man. I feel that for some of you, the water signs may have some meaning, which I'm being drawn the most to Pisces and then to Cancer. Could also be Scorpio, but those Pisces and Cancer are really standing out for me. I'm also getting Sagittarius. Now, with these swords, therein lies Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And it's interesting that I mentioned Aquarius earlier, where the Queen of Cups flew out, and we have all these swords here. There's a lot of, I get indecisiveness. I feel like your intuition and listening to that inner intuition is going to be very important for you, I feel, in February. Okay. Your past. And I think this may even be, and I don't use this word that often, like soulmate, twin flame, karma, like a karmic relationship. But there's something about your past that I feel this could be somebody that is returning. Now, first of all, I do feel that there is a situation where you have a decision to make. I feel like somebody has been with somebody for quite a while. And then, for example, you're in school, you're at a new job, you could be traveling, you could be taking a trip back home. And I feel like you run into somebody from the past, or you are with somebody for a while and you meet somebody new in February that just kind of like really throws you for a loop. And you're having to make a decision about love in February, or, you're torn is the feeling that I'm getting. So that's one situation, and you're really feeling stuck. You're really feeling, because I'm hearing there may even be an engagement. Like somebody may be engaged to somebody, and yet there's somebody around. When I'm looking at this here, there's something new coming in. It could be an earth sign, because Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, the Page of Pentacles represents those signs. And this could be, manifesting something new. This could also be you going to school or doing an internship or an apprenticeship, or starting a new job, and you meet somebody there. I also am feeling, though, a different energy where I feel that there is something going on for somebody. And so this may be a person that kind of keeps coming in and out of your life, especially with this history. Maybe they're the ones that are indecisive. It's not you. You know what you want, but they keep coming in and out, and it's just disruptive. It's almost like, it's cutting you both ways here. I mean, there's an opportunity, but then I feel like they draw back. And what's going to help you is to get some clarity on what it is that you want in love, because I feel like somehow you're feeling stuck, or see, somebody's just, it's just back and forth, or there's lack of movement. Like you don't know where this relationship is headed. You're feeling trapped. You're feeling stuck or trapped for some reason. Maybe you thought this person was a certain way and you find out, oh my gosh, they're not at all what I expected, or over time, people get comfortable and sometimes, the true colors of the person comes out later. And so, but there's also, so for some of you, you have a decision, and it's not an easy one. And that's why the High Priestess is in reverse. You have a decision in love or between possibly two people. That's why we have the King and the Page. So this can represent two different people. This can represent somebody, that you've been with for a while, and that's why they're coming across as a king. And this is a newer energy, somebody brand new, and that's why they're a page. You don't know where this is headed yet. So you have to decide, am I open to, which one, or do I make a decision, or do I just keep it to myself? And that's why the Hanged Man is in the challenge position. And that's why the High Priestess is in reverse, because it's, you're keeping it to yourself. This is indecisiveness, but this is also, I do feel that there is, for somebody out there, someone new coming in February, and you may know them from your past, and possibly you may see them the way, like when you haven't seen somebody in a while, or you knew somebody from like elementary school or from the neighborhood, or you grew up together and you haven't seen them in years. But when you see them, like all these memories come back of the way you remembered them. And sometimes that's what stays in our mind. But just remember, you're not dating, you're not dating that person. Like when you were a kid and they were a kid, they're not that person. And I feel like somebody is withholding some information about themselves. And that's why, there's the lack of either not listening to your intuition or the lack of not seeing something, about this person. And you'll know if this pertains to you. If you've gotten kind of like, well, that's odd. He said he was going to go do this, but he was over there, or, and this is constant. I'm not saying, like one time. I mean, there's something that keeps happening over and over and over again, that I feel, may be coming in. And it could be that maybe you are with this person currently right now, and by the end of February, you've decided, you kind of like, the challenge here is to kind of see things more clearly, like from a neutral place, almost like what you would advise your, boyfriend, your girlfriend, like your best friend. Like if they came to you with an issue, what would you tell them? Because I feel like something is not, there needs to be clarity or seeing somebody for not the way you want to see them or how we all wish, people would be, but for what they actually are. So like listen to, the way that they are, the way that they communicate, their actions, and that their actions and their words kind of follow through. Because I think that, and here with, especially temperance, in reverse, there's some type of, I don't know. When I get the 2 and it's in reverse, I get imbalance or, it's not just indecisiveness. I feel like there's something that's, there's something not synchronized. It's not, there's some kind of discord or something is incomplete. There's lack of harmony. There's just lack of fluidity. Something's not flowing right. So, and this may be that this person from the past that I spoke of earlier keeps coming back in and out, back in and out. And I feel like they're kind of, if that is the case, if there's somebody that keeps doing this to you, really gain clarity. Like, do you really want to keep putting up with this? Because I feel like they're kind of playing a game. Like I don't know, maybe they're flirting, but you deserve much better than that. And by focusing the energy on this person in the past, you're not allowing this to come in. You're kind of stuck. I mean, these are energies of being stuck. And with this being in my challenge position, it's almost like this is like you're in reverse. So there's something to be seen, to be gained, to gain insight spiritually, mentally, emotionally. History tends to repeat itself. What goes up does come down. So I feel like, there's just something that for somebody and I think you know who you are. It's just off balance. And so I think that some of you are really going to have, you're going to gain insight if you're open to it. Now, this could also be you, where you're just like not wanting to see something and maybe everybody around you can see, what this person represents. And you're just like, you're in there with blinders on, just like this. No, not this person. That's not, you guys don't know him. So it's going to be different. For each person. I do think that some of you are going to see the light, because I'm very much focused. There's going to be enlightenment. Knowledge will be gained. You will start seeing things more clearly, and I feel like it's a new beginning, and this is a growth cycle. Sometimes it's hard to let go of people that we have been around in our lives or that we have been with for a long time because we have history with this person. Like this person knows us, that even if it's not the happiest, or somebody has a difficult time expressing their emotions, or their emotions are all over the place, and it's, but still it's, we're used to it. It's what we know, and it gets comfortable on some level. It's almost like you get immune to what it is. You start drowning out, like when you hear a noise in your house, or, like on the alarm. I just, okay, I'm seeing this as a smoke alarm. Like the battery is out and it just keeps beeping and beeping and beeping. And then after a while, like you just drown out that noise. You don't even hear the beep anymore. I feel like somebody's saying, okay, wake up and smell the coffee. Turn this around and start listening to your gut and your intuition. Now, I do hear also that there's a delay in terms of meeting up with somebody. This may be either meeting up or even like an engagement, or something's been postponed, because I feel like something is coming in. So this might be like somebody is going back to, I don't know if this is getting a PhD or master's or going back to school or something, but there's a delay. So the delay can be for a good reason. So I thought I just heard something, but I couldn't make it out. So, but I heard a voice, but not sure what it was. So, but that's what I was listening to. So those are the messages that I am picking up for you. And there's something about Facebook or communication with Facebook or on the internet, but I think I mentioned that already. But really listen. That's what I feel like. Listen to your inner guidance. It will lead you somehow. That's what I'm getting. So let's see what other cards come up here. Doreen Virtues, Romance Angels. Okay, for Aries. Okay. All right, so we'll go with these two cards. First one is attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So that also for me, that what I'm hearing is like live in the moment. Don't live in the past. Don't hang on to the past if it's not serving you. Maybe that's part of the, maybe there's, like I was talking about, difficulty in moving on because you have history. But I'm being led to say, like, stop in what she is doing, smell the roses, like enjoy now, because all you have is right now. And possibly by not living in the moment, by not being present, maybe there's opportunities that are passing you by and you're not even noticing them. So, sorry, the battery's about to die, and that's why the flash went out. Okay, so let's quickly look at this other card. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So that I can definitely, I mean, and here we have, the pages can also represent children. Like I was talking about, when you were a child, although I was talking about it in a different aspect, but there could be, somebody that comes into your life in February that reminds you of like when you were a child or that you knew from childhood, because it talks about that that allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So recapture the romance. Now, to me, recapture also means that this could be somebody from the past that returns. It's recapturing. So it could be recapturing that playfulness, but it could also be recapturing the love you once had. And for some of you, it's, it could also be, what I'm hearing is that there needs to be, let's say you're in a relationship or in a marriage where you are feeling stuck. This could be a message that you have to both work together, because right now it looks like you're not on the same page. You have to find that, working together to recapture that love that you had at the beginning. And because if not, there may be, you're going to be feeling like stuck here. And nobody wants to feel this way. I certainly don't, where you can't move, or, you're just feeling like you're in a prison. And you have to resolve this. Otherwise, you're gonna not be happy. There has to be some type of resolution. So it's kind of like a choice. You're going to have a choice in love. And I feel like some of you, if the other person isn't willing, there's other opportunities that you may be seeking, or somebody from your past may be coming into play, or, could also be somebody from your past introduces you to someone new. So some of this energy, like I said, maybe this is a situation that's already happened to somebody where there wasn't attentiveness, and some relationship has ended. And in February, you're moving onward and you're going to be meeting somebody new. But for others of you, it's, how do we make this work? So we're not feeling stuck, or I'm not feeling stuck